everyone, and welcome to the Turchin Center. I'm Denise Ringler, Director of Arts Engagement and Cultural Resources. In this video segment, we invite you to join us for an informal, behind-the-scenes peek at what it takes to assemble the center's dynamic programming mix. During this time when our galleries have been closed, our staff has been busier than ever. While many of us have been working at home for most of this time, our exhibitions team has actually been here at the Turchin Center in the galleries preparing the new exhibitions that were planned for this period. They've been installing the work, filming it, and posting it online for all to enjoy. Our arts education team has been just as busy, also converting arts education resources to an online format so that we can continue to promote learning through the arts during this time. Many Turchin Center exhibitions connect directly to the classroom curriculum, so when our students return in the fall, they'll be able to benefit from all of these resources. If this were a typical day here at the Turchin Center, we would be seeing students and visitors coming in through our front door, into our entrance area, and being greeted by our visitor services staff. They'd be provided with information about the exhibitions that have just opened, as well as the artists who've created those exhibitions. They'll also be provided with a map to help guide their tour through our galleries. And if the weather's nice, they would be encouraged to take advantage of the phenomenal array of contemporary sculpture that's installed across our campus as part of the Rosen Outdoor Sculpture Competition. Also on a typical day, university classes would be seen touring our galleries with their professors or our arts education team, and K through 12 classrooms from across our region might also be enjoined to the Turchin Center as part of their field trip experiences to our campus. Workshops might be taking place next door in our education wing, and it's very likely that Department of Art classrooms would also be taking place either in our lecture hall or in one of our classrooms. Our outreach team might be loading our mobile outreach van with art supplies and heading out to areas of the county that are traditionally underserved by arts programming. Many of these activities revolve around hands-on arts activities in partnership with organizations such as Watauga Opportunities, Western Youth Network, or Hospitality House. Also on a typical day, our staff might be preparing for an evening art talk with a visiting artist or for one of the First Friday events that happens monthly here in Boone. On these evenings, our entire community comes together to celebrate the arts. Downtown businesses open their doors to the public, and Turchin Center exhibitions are often coincided to open on the same evenings as the First Friday events. These fun and festive events feature live music, refreshments, and an opportunity to enjoy fellowship with fellow arts patrons. In the video to follow, you'll have a chance to hear from our exhibitions, outreach, and education teams. Their work is foundational to everything we do here at the Turchin Center. But you'll also hear from some of the staff who work behind the scenes in roles such as marketing and communications, visitor services, budgeting and administration, and fundraising and development. We can fulfill the Turchin Center mission only because of the collective efforts of this phenomenal team, as well as our amazing advisory board, and of course, the donors whose commitment and generosity sustains our work. All of these groups believe in the value of the arts to bring us together, shape our view of the world, explore new ideas, and celebrate the human spirit. Thank you so much for joining us. We look forward to opening our doors again as soon as possible and to seeing you soon.
I'm Marianne Redding, and I'm the curator and the creative director. I've been here at the Turchin Center for the Visual Arts for the last 6 years. I facilitate the exhibitions at the Turchin Center, working closely with the installation team and the collections manager, who has the responsibility for the Turchin Center's permanent collection of nearly 2,000 items, which you see all around you in the background here. Much of the two-dimensional artwork from the permanent collection is on loan across campus through the campus public art program. The Turchin Center recently upgraded to a brand new database for the collections, and we're in the process of photographing every single item that is in the permanent collection. Next spring, hopefully, fingers crossed, when the Turchin Center hires a new collections manager, the campus art program will start up again. Fingers crossed. The Turchin Center has 6 changing exhibition galleries. We host 12 to 15 shows every year. This is our community gallery, and I wanted to show you what the galleries look like without anything on the walls. Next, we'll see an installation. Our mission at the Turchin Center is to showcase artwork from local, regional, national, and international artists. The work that is in this gallery is usually our local artists. We also work with the center, the university's Office of International Development, and other departments across campus. Every 2 years, the center hosts an international exhibition. In 2022, fingers crossed again, we will host artists from Chile in the main gallery. You can see we have moved to the main gallery, and here we're showcasing work of Wei-Chi Li. She is an artist who teaches in the art department. She is from Taiwan, and the installation that you'll see here will be up through September. We're closed to the public now, but we hope to reopen in August when school reopens. As the curator, I'm engaged in original scholarship and creative research. My responsibilities include exhibition development, exhibition research and planning, commissioning artwork and site-specific installations like the one you see here now in the main gallery. I work with artists and other lenders. I write the wall text along with the artist. I do a lot of editing. I help to develop and design graphics and gallery materials. I collaborate with the education and outreach programs, and I work with the director of marketing to promote everything that we do here in the Turchin Center for the Visual Arts. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy our galleries.
My name is Craig Dillenbeck, and I am the lead preparator and installation manager at the Turchin Center.
And I'm Erin Durham, and I'm an exhibitions assistant here at the Turchin Center.
We work closely with our curator, Marianne Redding, to facilitate and design and install these exhibitions. One of the most challenging and also most exciting parts of our job is that each installation is so different and each artist is so different. So each installation brings a new personality, a new character, and a new set of installation challenges. Like for instance, this one, we're hanging these beautiful silks from the ceiling from fishing line, and it has created this really beautiful installation. So once Marianne has established a relationship with an artist and booked our schedule, we then pick up a conversation to start talking about layout of the show or even just logistics of picking up artwork. That's one fun part of our job, is getting to drive and take trips and pick up artwork when we can't have it shipped here. And then once artwork arrives, Marianne will then facilitate all of the layout of the show. She spends a very meditative piece of time in the gallery where she can assemble and let the artwork kind of form itself with her group of intuitions in the gallery space. And then that is where we kind of come in full force and install the show and hang the show and make whatever work. It's a really exciting set of challenges. In addition to the art installations here at the Turchin Center, we also manage and facilitate the Rosen sculpture competition that happens on an annual basis. We will be installing our 34th year of sculptures this year, even amid these times.
Installing the Rosen sculpture competition every summer is something that we look forward to every year. It presents a whole different set of challenges as far as using cranes and installing with big heavy machinery, and it's always really fun and exciting to meet the artists that come from so far all over to present their work on ASU's campus.
Erin and I also really enjoy being behind the camera, so each installation that we install at the Turchin Center, we will document with photographs, and we also provide some video material that we can promote online. The video projects that we produce allow us to spend a little bit more time with the artists and gain a bit more insight about their methods, their artwork, their materials, their process. So we find that to be one of, if not the most exciting parts about our job, because we get to form a really special connection to the artist and the artwork. So it brings us some pride and some honor to be able to capture that in video form and express that to everybody and be able to relay the artist's thoughts and ideas and inspiration to you all.
And it makes the installation as a whole, when it's complete, that much more meaningful to us.
Hi everyone, my name is Gabriel Knight, and I began my involvement at the Turchin Center as a volunteer in our curator Marianne Redding's class, And after I volunteered for a while, I was hired on as an intern and then in a part-time student position, which then right before I graduated, I was offered a full-time job to stay on at the Turchin Center. So the primary responsibility of my job is facilitating all exhibition-related graphic design, meaning that I see vinyl and label production all the way from an Illustrator file through print production, and I install vinyl and labels in the galleries. So I also assist our curator, Marianne, in creating archival notebooks, meaning that I archive all forms, documents, and exhibition-related contracts. And I also help our exhibitions team in gallery preparation and installing artwork in our galleries. Finally, I create educational notebooks, and recently with coronavirus, this responsibility has kind of changed, and now our amazing education team has been working really hard to transition from creating hard copies of educational material to making this digitally accessible on our Instagram, Facebook, and website platforms. So I just want to formally thank the wonderful team at the Turchin Center for being so supportive, all the way from a student volunteer to intern to part-time student and finally full-time employee at the Turchin Center.
Hello from the Arts Education and Outreach team. Typically, we run a variety of programs both at the Turchin Center for the Visual Arts and the Schaefer Center for the Performing Arts. Our program's mission is to bring arts resources of the university to our campus and community members. We typically do this through tours tailored to individual university classes and other groups, visiting the Turchin Center's galleries. We offer free workshops weekly for university students and low-cost weekly workshops for community members in painting, Tai Chi, visual journaling, open studio, alcohol inks, and a variety of other mediums. We also offer an after-school program taught by Appalachian State University art education majors. When we were faced with the mandate to stay home and stay safe, we wanted to continue to serve our university students and our community members in a similar fashion. We quickly got to work on putting together the little free art pantry, and we filled it with art packs that were comprised of materials that we had planned to use for our most popular classes and workshops. The pantry was a huge success. We gave away over 100 art packs in a short amount of time to students and community members. Our focus then shifted to providing practical teaching experience for the art education majors that serve as instructors for our Blazing Easels after-school program for community children aged 7 to 12. All three of our instructors were willing to give online course preparation a try. Their work was exceptional and meaningful to the students. We've been so inspired by their ability to continue to connect to the current exhibitions of the Turchin Center through broad art projects that students could complete with their families without purchasing new supplies.
Now that the semester is over, we are continuing to create prompts for visual journaling. We know so many people are using this form of journaling to reflect and cope with the new realities of a changed society. We are working closely with the exhibitions team to learn more about the new exhibitions and find creative ways to give patrons and virtual visitors a way to connect with the artwork that they may not have been able to see in person. Links to the new exhibition helps TCVA connections are being developed and will be available on our website and through our social media outlets. We will offer new ways to connect with classes that would have toured the galleries by offering virtual walkthroughs and Zoom class meetings. Students may be able to tour our galleries independently as the fall semester begins, but we want to provide a way for everyone to participate in a group conversation about it, even if they choose not to be on campus or in our galleries. We are working to move our educator series online and plan to send supplies and materials to K-12 educators prior to each workshop, free of charge, thanks to the generous gift of donors that want to see our local teachers inspired by and teaching in and through the arts. At the point when we can safely resume our work in community settings across our region, We look forward to continuing our outreach programs targeted to underserved communities. In partnership with organizations such as Watauga Opportunities, Hospitality House, and others, these programs are central to the Turchin Center's mission of ensuring access to the visual arts for all.
Our performing arts programs are undergoing a transformation as well. And we are working now to help bring the joy of live performances to our Applause K-12 Performing Arts Series audiences through an alternate means for the 2020-2021 school year. We welcome you to engage with us and reach out if there's any way that we can help you engage with the arts at Appalachian in a way that's meaningful to you.
While we find that we can't do the things we usually do in the way that we usually do them, we are sticking to our motto of enriching lives, sparking imaginations, and inspiring a love of learning through the arts. We hope you will come on this journey finding new ways to engage in the arts at Appalachian.
Hello there, I'm Lynn Reese-Jones, and I'm the Director of Marketing and Public Relations. My role on Team Turchin is that I inform and inspire people about what is going on with exhibitions and programming at the Turchin Center. We are part of Appalachian State University, of course, and we are an incredible resource for the students, the faculty, and the staff at the university. We also play a role with providing access to the arts to the community, not only for folks that live here, but also for people visiting the high country. Since we are reaching out to a variety of people, we have really taken a multi-pronged approach in our marketing tasks, and we deliver our information through a lot of different sources. So we of course have our website, we do social media, we do e-news to our patrons, we do press releases, flyers, brochures, we advertise on radio, digital billboards, bus boards, magazines, newspapers. We do interviews with folks, and we also post our things on campus and community calendars. And then of course there's also good old-fashioned networking where we talk with folks about what we're doing. So in the last couple of months, obviously our format has changed in how we're doing things, but the core mission of the Turchin Center has not. So what we're doing now with our exhibitions is we are actually providing video tours of our galleries so that people can really explore the art and what is happening in those galleries from the comfort of their own homes. We also are looking at delivering a lot of our workshops online. And right now we're really looking at reimagining how we can deliver our events, things like our exhibition openings, our art talks, tours of our facilities, so that people can have access to those in digital format. I think the App Summer Online Festival that you're participating in right now is a great example of how we are looking outside of the box to make sure that you still have access to the arts. Because we are delivering so much content digitally, we really have picked up the pace on our social media to let you know what's happening. And we also are delivering our e-news much more frequently. Another thing that we're really excited about is our website is in the process of being designed, and doing it at this time gives us a great opportunity to really fold that digital component into it, so it'll be really user-friendly for those that may not want to come into the museum once we reopen but can still experience the arts. Another project that I've been involved in is branding the outside of the building. We are in an excellent location on King Street, but also contiguous to the App State campus. And we wanted to make sure that the outside of the building reflects the arts that are housed inside. So one of the things that we've done is developed large banners, which are on the King Street facade of the building and also the front, above the front door. Those banners actually depict some of the artwork that's inside the galleries, and they change so that as the artwork in the galleries changes, the banners on the outside change as well. We also are doing sandwich boards outside, which give a great peek at what's happening inside with different events and exhibitions and so forth, so people can kind of have a handle on what's happening inside before they come in. We also have done some sculpture around the building, and we now have a beautiful sculpture garden courtyard on King Street, which really is a focal point of the Turchin Center, but also really a focal point into the gateway of downtown Boone. Speaking of sculpture, I do want to mention my pet project, and that is Tetanus the polar bear. Tetanus is a sculpture by James Futrall that was the winner in one of our past annual Rosen sculpture competitions. And when he came to campus, the students, the staff, the visitors all fell in love with him. He's just delightful. So we actually purchased him, and so he now greets visitors in our entrance plaza right outside our front door. So as any crazy marketing director would do, I started dressing him up. And I have to say, he has quite the extensive wardrobe now, and we have a lot of fun with him. For homecoming football weekend, he was all decked out in black and gold App State gear. He was a climate change superhero for Halloween last year, which was a very fitting costume for a polar bear. And he also has recently worn a headdress that coordinated with the exhibition in the main gallery. Right now, he's keeping Boone healthy with his COVID-19 mask. It's always such a treat to see people stop by, take their picture, they leave with a smile on their face when they come to interact with Tetanus. So if you haven't had a chance to see him yet, I encourage you to stop by and check him out. I really do feel incredibly fortunate to be part of the Turchin Center for the Visual Arts and Appalachian State University, and I hope that my efforts in marketing and public relations has piqued your interest to come see what we have to offer here at the Turchin Center.
Hello, I'm Dawn Bailing, Director of Visitor Services at the Turchin Center for the Visual Arts. The Turchin Center staff is currently teleworking, as you can see from my remote office. We are looking forward to welcoming back our visitors to the Turchin Center. When we do, and when you first walk through our front entrance, you will be greeted by either myself or one of our amazing student employees. We want to make sure you have a great visit, so we take a minute to tell you about our current exhibitions and how to get around our giant building. The Turchin Center serves the Appalachian State University campus as well as the Boone community and beyond. On any given day, we have visitors from ASU as well as students and staff from regional universities and community colleges. Our exhibits are a great resource for students' research and writing projects. We also have a lot of visitors who are visiting Boone from various parts of North Carolina and from the rest of the country. So whether you're a first-time visitor, student, member of the community, art enthusiast, or just wanting to explore something new, we got you covered. Here at the Turchin Center, we have about a dozen student employees that work as gallery ambassadors. These students have a special interest in the arts and are a very important part of the visitor experience. The gallery ambassadors also play a very important role during our special events. Some of their responsibilities include setting up for our First Friday receptions, visitor engagement, and tending bar. We definitely couldn't do what we do without them. We are looking forward to reopening and making our visitors feel safe and comfortable during their visit. We intend to facilitate this by requiring face coverings, maintaining strict disinfecting procedures, and adopting social distancing policies designed to ensure our visitors' safety and to enhance their experience with us. Thank you so much, everyone, and we look forward to seeing you.
Hello, my name is Karen Treves. I'm the Budget Director for Arts Engagement, which is comprised of the Turchin Center and the Office of Arts and Cultural Programs. Though I like to crunch numbers, I also have a strong appreciation for the arts and the important messages conveyed at the Turchin Center. I work closely with each team member to develop and monitor our budgets to ensure that we operate in the most cost-effective and efficient way possible, utilizing our private donations responsibly in order to stay true to our commitment to financial accountability as we budget for our future endeavors. In order for our students and patrons to experience everything the Turchin Center offers, we require multiple types of funding. Our state and student fee funds cover salaries, operating expenses, and an array of other costs related to our amazing exhibitions. Our private support also contributes to our exhibitions, specific needs for our permanent collection, popular outreach programs, and special projects to enhance the educational and aesthetic purposes of the Turchin Center. Thank you for your support.
Hi, my name is Lindsay Miller. I'm the Director of Donor and External Relations at the Turchin Center for the Visual Arts.
Hi, my name is Melinda Friedel Fudge, and I serve as the Director of Development for the Turchin Center for the Visual Arts, Arts and Cultural Programs, and the Hayes School of Music.
Does that include an Appalachian Summer Festival?
It does. It's completely online this year.
The arts are so important now more than ever. They help us to not feel so alone, even when we are in quarantine. The arts bring us together to celebrate each other, our culture, and the world around us.
I agree, Lindsay. The world needs art now more than ever, and we simply would not be able to provide the resources to the community without your support.
Our role in the arts employs a number of ways in which you can get engaged with Appalachian State University. My role works with gifts under $25,000. Those gifts can be gifts of cash, endowment gifts, gifts of security, gifts of personal property, like art. Our permanent collection houses more than 2,000 pieces of art with artists like Warhol, Motherwell, Melinda. We have the largest Bill Dunlap collection in the world.
In the world?
Yes.
Do our students know about this?
They do.
How much does it cost for them to come visit and see these exceptional pieces?
We're free.
To everyone?
To everyone.
All the time?
We're free because of generous support from you, our community members, and we are so thankful for that.
Your gift to the Turchin Center for the Visual Arts helps us to champion artists, care for the art in our permanent collection, and provide resources for our staff so that we can continue the mission here at the Turchin Center.
Another way that you can support the art is naming opportunities.
We have a number of naming opportunities available. You could make a gift in honor or in memory of a loved one and name a gallery, name a wing, or a room.
Naming opportunities help to fund our endowment, which ensures a bright future for the arts at Appalachian and the High Country.
Another way you can make a meaningful gift to the arts at Appalachian is through a planned gift. Planned gifts include bequests, charitable trusts, gifts of art. As Lindsay's mentioned earlier, we would welcome the opportunity to work with you and your advisors to create a meaningful gift for the arts at Appalachian.
Another way that you can get involved with the arts is to join us for one of our 3 exhibition openings a year. This is such a fun way for everybody to get together. We have live music, we have food and beverages, and a lot of the times we'll have students from around campus in the arts come perform for our community. Theater and dance, oftentimes we'll have interpretive dancers. We have piano players from the Hayes School of Music. It's really wonderful to integrate the visual arts and performing arts as well. Mostly we wanted to say thank you to you, our supporters, and our community for letting us know during these crazy times how important the arts are to you, helping you cope with these changing day-to-day.
We cannot wait to welcome you back when we're able to physically reopen here at the Turchin Center for the Visual Arts. We are so grateful for your support and look forward to seeing you very soon.
Stay safe out there.